Hey guys, this is Corey, owner of Alpha Strat. Hope everybody had a great 4th of July weekend. We had a blast. We also released Alpha Kingmaker and Alpha Bull Cycle. I know there's going to be a lot of questions, and I kind of want to make just like a small video, kind of explaining, how you would use the Kingmaker. If you see this green shade in the back, so the way this works is we built a monthly bull cycle. You'll see down here, this kind of like an oscillator, but with columns. As you see, this aligns with this. So anytime there is a bull cycle, we have put the parameters and everything inside of Kingmaker. So for instance, you have this off, you still have access to the bull cycle. And you can see that every green is a bull cycle. Comes down, short period, there's not a bull cycle, another new one, and then went down for some time, came back up, new bull cycle started, and then now, Google has made, this is one, I think it will start like 180-ish, and is peaked out at 408. But yeah, so that's what this green is right here. I was explaining to someone else on the team that the way this indicator works is when this is green, this green line, and price is above, and this is green, you go long. It's that simple. If this is green and this is red, you want to change your mindset just a little bit here, because yes, buying it at 141 would have been cool. Buying it at 179 would have been cool. But what we're trying to do is save everybody a lot of time and pain. This is, several months right here. If you had bought it right here, you would have went through all kinds of emotions. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to build something like, okay, cool. So this is turning green. Might need to watch over it for the next couple of months or next couple of weeks. And, let's just do kind of make like a recording. So, if you would have been like right here and this is creeping down, that's a sure sign that, hey, maybe a bull cycle is getting ready to start. And if you do let me fast forward a little bit. All right. So if you're on the daily time frame, right? So we got a couple of green ones right here, okay? Now, one thing that I do recommend is when you start getting into a bull cycle, go ahead and check the weekly, because as you see, these are just small days right here. And as you go, looks like it backed up on me a little bit. All right, so now we've entered a bull cycle, okay? So came up to 197, and a second this green day close at 188, you look down, you've got a bull cycle start. If you would have bought it here at 188, the very next day, you would have been profitable. This went up to 197. So that's $10 in 3 days with this alignment right here. Now back to what I was saying on the weekly, this is turning green, this is turning green, this is green. So that's a really good sign. And let me speed this up a little bit just to kind of show you guys. As long as it stays above this green line, we're good. Now, I did have someone ask me, what if it goes in what if this turns, slightly green or slightly, red for a couple of days, but this is still green? Usually that just means like a pullback. So, like say this for instance, like this is green, it makes a healthy comeback, comes back up and then runs up to 191. As long as this is green, of course it'd be nice to just take profit here and then go find another stock. But if you're just like, hey, I want to ride it from here until the bull cycle is 100% over with, then you just want to focus mainly on this. As soon as it starts turning red and this starts turning black, that's when you would get out. But as this is just a few weeks, from 188 to 239. I mean, if you buy call options for 3-6 months out, you're going to be up so much ahead that you may not even want to ride out the whole bull cycle just because you need the money now. Let me speed this up a little bit more, get this finished. I'll show you a couple of other Before I get too ahead of myself, one thing I was taking off just so I could take some pictures is I did add weekly. So these lines go off the weekly chart. So if you're in the daily time frame, these lines go off the weekly chart. If you go to the weekly, it's the same ones. If they're red, that means they haven't been broken. If they're green, so if it's red, dark red, that means it's resistance. Light red means it's been broken, as you see right here. Let me creep it on back. So as of right now, we got a bull cycle. We got resistance. We bought in at 188. We're already at 202. We got resistance at 206. We'll see what she does. Yep, it's showing a little bit of support, but hey, we are in a monthly bull cycle. Our fair value is green. It may come down close to it. We've broken it. And then look at that. That's how this works. I mean, it's just it proved itself and it shot up to 230 that very next day. And this indicator is just amazing, guys. I don't think we understand how much money and how this could really change some people's lives just by following these tactics. So it's if you ask why did it take so long to take this, because it's looking for the weekly points. So when you're in the daily time frame, it's going to look like, why didn't I put one here? Well, that's because we're going off the weekly time frame. We're going off of weekly points, not daily points. But you can see from 186 to 408, that's life-changing money for somebody. You can quit your job, you can pay for a vehicle, you can pay your house off early, you can do all kinds of things. All right. So let's see here. So this is 100% free will, guys. I didn't plan any of this at all. This is me looking at it for the first time as well. So I didn't plan any stocks or anything. We're just going to kind of go through some things. So this right here was at 228. Okay. I remember when this was going on. I actually made money. I remember I bought Apple right here and I sold somewhere up in here. And this is before we had designed this. And I know a couple of people that are still part of the community, they are very aware because they made money off this too. We bought it somewhere in this area. I want to say some of us bought it right here, but just because we knew that Apple was a good deal at 200. But we need to change our mindset just a hair, because we could have saved a lot of time and effort and just bought it here at 228. And then this is 254 just 2 weeks later. 254. Look, turns green, 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 green. And look, goes all the way to 288 within just a couple of months right here. And, some people may do something like this. I'm like, well, as long as it stays above this line, I'm in. But most of the people that buy here, they're not going to wait all the way to here. Most people aren't. They're just going to buy here, and they see that 255, they see thousands of dollars up in profit. Most likely they're going to take it, and that's what we want to do. Is we want to buy at the beginning of the bull cycle, ride that first wave, and then go find another stock, because there's always going to be more. I was looking at some. There's a lot of stocks that are currently in a bull cycle that are gonna, it's gonna run. And then some people are like, Core, why did Nvidia make a new high and it's not in a bull cycle? Things like that happen all the time. They could have went and grabbed liquidity, made some kind of news report or something, drove it up, and then they may drive it back down to 164. I mean, that's 164, 152, and it may drop back down to, 131 maybe. So, but yeah, I mean, when Nvidia goes back to green, 136 to 211, it's gonna run. We got Oracle, it's in a bear cycle. Well, Corey, why didn't we buy here? We could have totally made money right here. Yeah, you could have, but it's more risky. It'd been better if you would have bought when this is green and this is green. See how much smoother it is whenever it's a bull cycle? This is just grabbing liquidity and driving it back down. And one thing I was telling one other person is, for younger stocks, or cheaper stocks, you may change this down to the weekly. Only because, when they're $5, but I personally wouldn't chase these smaller ones whenever you got really good companies, like Walmart, for instance. Walmart has been in a bull cycle, took a rest, bull cycle, took a rest, bull cycle. Nvidia or Walmart runs whenever it's in a bull cycle. I mean, look, went from 50 to 59. If people are looking 50 to 60 within a couple weeks, that's good money whenever you're starting smaller. But from 50 to 103 in just 1, 2, 3 months, right there. I mean, one other thing is like, okay, so this is green. This is green. Go ahead and still buy it. It's a bull cycle. This is green. This is green. Just go ahead and buy it. And if it starts getting too far away and this starts turning red, we'll just get out. I mean, no indicator is gonna be perfect, but so to make this short, so I don't just keep rambling on and on. What we're looking for here is you need to be in the daily or weekly time frame. Weekly for if you want to go maybe like a year out. Daily, maybe 6 months out, 3 to 6 months out. Because I was telling somebody else earlier that If we buy and 3 or 4 weeks go on and nothing's happening, you might just go ahead and take a small loss or just get out and then go find something else. But if you bought here at 100, maybe 1-2 weeks, and then the next week, you start seeing some action. You may have from 100 to 116 is a really good play. You could take profit, wait for it to come back down to this line, and then ride that next wave. Come down here, buy here, ride that next wave, come back down here. Usually after 3 waves, it's time to go ahead and just go ahead and cut it. I'd much rather just buy here, sell somewhere up here, and then be like, all right, I'm going to go look at Tesla, or I'm going to go look at Amazon. Buy here, sell here, go find another one. Buy here, sell here, or here, go find another one. Happens all the time, all day long. Buy here, you probably would have sold somewhere in here, go find another one. Buy here, sell here, go find another one. But anyways, guys, I'm going to get off here. It's a very simple strategy, but very powerful. Daily or weekly time frame. This is going to follow whatever time frame you're in. This green is monthly. This is monthly. If you ever want to, you can change that to weekly. This, and it just changes this line right here, and you can, that it's, come back down to the fair value, the weekly fair value. Alrighty, guys. Well, I hope you guys are excited because, like I said, this is stupid simple and very powerful, and it's. I think a lot of people are going to make a lot of money. I think it's going to change lives. So, all right, guys, looking forward to it. All right, bye.